I'm about to tell you something that might upset some people, but after 15 years working with cats, I can't stay quiet anymore. Male cats and female cats are not the same, and the differences go way deeper than what's between their legs. I've watched thousands of cat owners struggle because they chose the wrong gender for their lifestyle. The affectionate male cat they bought turned aggressive. The independent female they adopted became clingy and demanding. Here's what nobody tells you before you adopt. Gender affects personality, behavior, health risks, and even how much you'll spend on vet bills over your cat's lifetime. Stick with me because I'm breaking down 15 science-backed differences that shelters and breeders conveniently forget to mention. And number 12, it completely flips the cats are low-maintenance myth on its head. But first, let me say this loud and clear. Every cat is unique. What I'm sharing are patterns I've observed across thousands of cats. Your individual cat might break every rule on this list, and that's perfectly fine. With that disclaimer out of the way, let's start with the difference that catches most new cat owners completely off guard. 1. Affection levels. The clingy truth male cats are stage 5 clingers. I'm talking follow you to the bathroom, sit on your laptop while you work, cry when you close a door level of attachment. If you've ever owned a male cat, you know exactly what I mean. Female cats? They show affection on their schedule, not yours. Let me tell you about my client, Sarah. She adopted a male tabby named Leo, expecting a typical, aloof cat. Within 3 days, Leo was sleeping on her face, meowing outside the shower and having full-blown panic attacks when she left for work. Sarah thought something was wrong with him. I had to explain, that's just male cat behavior. Here's why this matters for you. If you work from home and want a constant companion, a male cat is perfect. If you travel frequently or value personal space, a female might be the better choice. But here's where it gets interesting. Scientists have actually studied this. Research from the University of Vienna found that neutered male cats seek human contact 40% more frequently than females. It's not your imagination. The data backs it up. Now, you might be thinking, but my female cat is super affectionate, and that's completely valid. Remember what I said, individual personality always trumps general trends. But if you're adopting a kitten and trying to predict what you're getting into, gender is one of your best clues. Which leads me to difference number 2, and this one surprises people. 2. Protective instincts, the bodyguard gene. Female cats are hardwired protectors. Even if they've never had kittens, even if they're spayed, female cats have an instinctual drive to guard their territory and their humans from perceived threats. I'll never forget the video a client showed me. Her female cat, Bella, positioned herself between her owner and a repair person who entered the house. The cat didn't attack. She just sat there, eyes locked on the stranger, body tense, ready to react. Male cats, they're like, "Oh hey, new person, can you pet me?" This protective instinct has roots in evolution. In the wild, female cats with kittens need to detect danger fast. That instinct doesn't just disappear because they're living in a suburban home. Here's what this means practically. If you have young children, a female cat is more likely to be watchful and alert around unfamiliar adults. If you have frequent guests or live in a busy household, a male cat's friendliness might be less stressful for both you and the cat, but protection can turn into anxiety. Female cats are more prone to stress-related behaviors when their environment changes. New furniture, a moved litter box, even a different brand of litter can trigger defensiveness. Have you noticed this with your own cat? Drop a comment below. I'm genuinely curious if you've seen this protective behavior. Now let's talk about the behavior that causes the most conflict in multi-cat households. 3 and 4. Territorial behavior plus social skills. Male cats are tyrants. I'm sorry, but it's true. Your home isn't your home when you have an unneutered male cat. It's his kingdom. And any other cat who dares enter, that's an act of war. I had a client with 2 male cats. She called me in tears because they were fighting so viciously she couldn't sleep at night. Fur everywhere. vet bills piling up. She was ready to rehome one of them. Here's what was happening. Both males saw the house as their exclusive territory. Neither would back down. It was a dominance battle that would never end, unless we intervened. Female cats, on the other hand, are diplomats. They can coexist. They establish hierarchies peacefully, usually through body language and the occasional hiss, not bloodshed. Multiple studies show that female-female cat pairings have the lowest conflict rates. Male-male pairings, the highest. But here's the twist. Neutering changes everything. Neutered male cats lose about 90% of their territorial aggression. Suddenly, that tyrant becomes a cuddly goofball. This is why spaying and neutering isn't just about preventing overpopulation. It's about preventing behavioral disasters. If you're adopting 2 cats, I almost always recommend 2 females, easiest. 1 male, 1 female, second easiest. 2 males, only if both are neutered and you introduce them properly. Now, this next difference affects your daily life more than you think. 5 and 6 energy levels plus nurturing behavior. Let's talk about chaos versus calm. Male cats are hurricanes. They will destroy your home and they will look adorable doing it. Curtains, climbing gym, toilet paper, confetti, that plant you just bought, target practice. I'm not exaggerating. Male cats have significantly higher energy levels, especially between ages 6 months to 3 years. They need more playtime, more stimulation, more outlets for their energy, or they'll create their own entertainment, and you won't like it. Female cats? They play, but it's strategic. They stalk, they pounce, they rest. They're not launching themselves off your furniture at 3 a.m. for fun. But here's what fascinates me about female cats. Even spayed females retain maternal behaviors. I've seen female cats mother toys, carrying them around in their mouths and meowing protectively. I've seen them groom dogs, rabbits, even their human owners with that rough tongue licking behavior. Male cats can be gentle, absolutely, but they don't have that nurturing drive. They're more likely to play bite your hand than groom it. Why does this matter? If you have other pets, especially young or anxious animals, a female cat is more likely to be a calming presence. If you have kids who want to playmate, a male cat's energy might be a better fit, as long as you're ready to play referee. But before you decide, you need to hear about number 7. 7. Marking and spraying, the smell test. Let's talk about the thing that ruins couches, walls, and relationships: urine spraying. Unneutered male cats spray. Not sometimes, not occasionally, constantly. It's not about bathroom habits, it's about territory. Male cats spray vertical surfaces to broadcast their presence. And the smell? Imagine ammonia mixed with skunk. It's ungodly. Even neutered males can spray if they feel threatened by outdoor cats, new pets, or major household changes. Female cats rarely spray. Unspayed females might urinate outside the litter box during heat cycles, but it's not the same targeted spraying behavior. Here's the financial reality: enzymatic cleaners, vet visits, replacing furniture. Spraying can cost thousands over a cat's lifetime. The solution? Neuter before 6 months. Seriously. Don't wait. I've had clients wait until their male cat was a year old thinking, "We'll do it eventually." By then, the spraying habit was so ingrained that even neutering didn't stop it completely. Now let's talk about something that affects your sleep. 8 and 9. Mood consistency plus curiosity. Female cats have a switch in their brains that flips without warning. 1 minute purring in your lap. The next, hissing, swatting, running away like you just committed a felony, and you're left thinking, "What did I do?" The answer? Probably nothing. Female cats are just moody. Scientists think it's tied to hormones, even in spayed females. Their threshold for stimulation changes rapidly. What felt good 5 seconds ago now feels overwhelming. Male cats? What you see is what you get. If he's happy, he's happy. If he wants attention, he'll tell you. There's less guesswork. But male cats have their own quirk. They're escape artists. I had a client whose male cat, Jasper, learned to open doors, unlatch windows, even figured out how to remove window screens. Every day was a prison break attempt. Female cats are curious too, but they don't have that same obsessive drive to explore outside. They're more content in their territory. Why it matters. If you live in an apartment or near a busy road, a female cat's contentment with indoor life is a safety advantage. If you have a secure yard or catio, a male cat will use it enthusiastically. All right, we're at the halfway point. Let me ask you something. Have you noticed these differences in your cat? Drop a comment below, male or female. And does your cat fit these patterns, or is your cat the total opposite? I read every single comment, and honestly, some of your stories blow my mind. Okay, let's keep going, because the next few differences affect your wallet more than your furniture. 10 and 11. Size plus vocalization. Male cats are units. They're typically 20 to 30% larger and heavier than females. A male Maine Coon can hit 20 pounds, a female maybe 12. This size difference means higher food costs, they eat more, harder to restrain for vet visits, more damage when they knock things over, stronger so harder to train out of bad behaviors. Female cats are smaller, more agile, easier to handle physically. If you're older, have mobility issues, or just don't want to wrestle a 15-pound cat into a carrier, size matters. But here's the shocking difference I teased earlier. Female cats are way louder than males. Everyone assumes male cats are the vocal ones, right? Wrong. Female cats, especially unspayed ones, will meow, yowl, and caterwaul constantly. During heat cycles, they sound like they're being murdered. Even spayed females tend to be more communicative. They'll tell you when they're hungry, bored, annoyed, or just want attention. Male cats? Generally quiet. They only vocalize when they really need something. Why does no one talk about this? Because most people spay their cats young, so they never experience the full volume of an intact female in heat. But if you adopt an adult female who wasn't spayed early, buckle up. Your neighbors will hear her. Now let's talk about the skill that makes female cats legendary. 12 and 13, hunting plus training. Female cats are cold-blooded killers. I'm not even joking. If there's a mouse, a bird, a bug, anything alive, a female cat will find it, stalk it, and execute it with surgical precision. Male cats will hunt too, but they get distracted. They'll chase a toy for 30 seconds, then wander off. Female cats. They'll sit motionless for hours waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Why? Evolution. In the wild, female cats with kittens need to feed their young. Hunting isn't optional, it's survival. This hunting drive also makes female cats easier to train. They're more food motivated, more focused, and better at problem solving. Want to teach your cat tricks? A female cat will learn faster. Male cats can be trained, but they're easily distracted. They'd rather play than learn. They're the class clowns of the cat world. If you want a cat who catches mice, choose female. If you want a cat who'll fetch, yes, really, choose female. All right, here's the final comparison, and it's the most important one. 14 and 15 heat cycles plus mating behavior. Let's talk about the nightmare scenario, unspayed/unneutered cats. Unspayed females go into heat every 2 to 3 weeks. During heat, they become extremely vocal, yowling all night, overly affectionate, rubbing on everything, restless, pacing, unable to settle, roll on the floor, lift their back end, basically broadcasting, available for mating. It's exhausting for the cat and for you. Unneutered males don't have heat cycles, but they respond to females in heat by spraying everywhere, marking territory, becoming aggressive with other males, trying desperately to escape outside, fighting with other cats. Here's the thing nobody tells you. Even if your cat is spayed/neutered, intact cats in the neighborhood can trigger these behaviors. An outdoor intact female in heat? Your neutered male will still pace by the windows, spray, and vocalize. The solution is simple: spay and neuter. It eliminates 90% of the behavioral issues I've mentioned. So, which makes a better pet? Conclusion. Here's my honest answer. It depends on you. Choose a male cat if you want constant companionship, work from home, or have flexible schedule. Want an affectionate, playful buddy. Don't mind higher energy levels. Are okay with a larger, stronger cat. Choose a female cat if you prefer independence and personal space. Travel frequently, want a natural hunter. Have other pets and need a peaceful household. Want a cat that's easier to train. But here's the most important thing. Spay or neuter your cat by 6 months old. It eliminates most of these behavioral differences and makes both genders wonderful, loving companions. Now I want to hear from you. Do you have a male or female cat? Does your experience match what I've shared, or is your cat the total opposite? Drop a comment below. I genuinely love hearing your stories. And if this video helped you make a decision or taught you something new about your cat, hit that like button and subscribe. I release science-backed cat care videos every week. For those with senior cats, I've written a comprehensive guide called Emergency First Aid for Senior and Disabled Indoor Cats. Link is in the description and pinned comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.